Members of the 148th often put their lives on the line for their country overseas, but leaders say they're also risking their safety here at home. Northern News Now, Sophia Lauber is learning more about the problem and the money that's on the way to help. Sophia, what is this?
Dan, the 148th has secured $3.5 million in state bonding dollars to replace their aging hangars. The buildings are literally falling apart in places, posing a threat to airmen's safety. Leaders with the 148th tell me these funds will help get the much-needed rebuild project off the ground. The 148th's multi-million-dollar fighter jets are currently housed in 70-year-old hangars.
They leak pretty much year-round, which causes some issues, especially in the wintertime, as you know. For slip hazards, the doors sometimes get stuck.
Executive Director of Minnesota's Department of Military Affairs, Scott Roeder, calls it a matter of airmen's safety. He's now celebrating the $3.5 million in state bonding dollars that will fund the design of a new facility.
And it's been a long time coming for us. We've been working on it for several years, and we finally were able to get it across the line this year.
The funding was secured with the help of lawmakers on both sides of the aisle, following years of advocacy and legislator tours.
I have toured the hangars at the 148th for the current mission, and they are way inadequate for what we really need.
Chief author of the bill, Senator Grant Hochschild, says the 148th is a regional asset worth investing in.
Having those people living, working, playing, raising their children in northern Minnesota, serving our country overseas, bringing that patriotism and really just local sort of public service to our communities.
And now that the state's done its part, the 148th will turn to federal funds for construction. Roeder feeling confident they'll secure the needed $35 million.
If you have the design portion complete for that, that really bumps you up the list from the Department of the Air Force and Department of War for federal construction funding.
The 148th is also hoping to upgrade and modernize its aircraft, which the new facility will help make possible. It'll be capable of housing next-generation fighters, which would be larger than the F-16s the 148 flies now. We also spoke with Representative Pete Stauber today, who says he plans to advocate for those funds at the federal level. Hear more from him coming up tonight at 10. Live in the newsroom, Sophia Lauber, Northern News Now.